Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. This is Manafest and this is video 2 of a 3-part series of dreams, visions, and goals. In the first video, I talked about dreaming. I talked about painting that picture in your mind of who you are and contrasting it to what you would like to become, where you want to go, what you see happening for your life. And you're painting that picture of seeing who you are and you're growing. And I talked about how important it is to dream and to think big and to dream big with no limits. And the cool thing about dreaming is there is no limits except what you put on it. And now what I want to do with this video, and I'm calling it X-ray vision because I want to continue with the Superman theme, because the idea of having vision is to be able to see what other people can't see. You know, that's the idea of vision, is be able to see those things that people can't see. And I talk about in the Fighter book about music and the songs I write, and I'll have a vision for the song. I see where the song is going, because sometimes I play the demo, the really raw idea of the song for my wife, and she's like, I don't know what you're doing with this, but I just trust you that you got a vision for it. And then I'll play her the finish, and she's like, whoa, it's like, you know, 2 completely different songs. She's like, dang. And then that's why it's important to have vision, to see where you're going. And with vision is what we want to do is we want to take that dream, take that idea and pull it down from the clouds so that you can see it, so you can touch it, so you can write it down, and you can hold it in your hands and be like, this is my vision. This is it right here. Because sometimes we can get stuck in the dream arena, and it's like, oh, that's a really good idea, or that's a dream, and it's like, yeah, one day that'll happen, and da-da-da-da-da-da. Well, I realized that hope is not a plan. You know, you got to give that dream legs. You got to give it arms. You got to give it a body so it can move, so it can happen and pull it into reality. And the number one key to do that is to write it down. To write your dream down in a journal, write it in a book. You know, if you have a dream for something, you know, open up a magazine or whatever it is and quotes and take pictures out and cut them out and put them up on your wall in your room or your locker or your office, wherever you are, so that you can see it and be reminded. You're like, that's it right there. That's what I'm going for, and it's always in front of your face, and it's reminding you, it's concentrating on you, and so you can like what I said, see it, touch it, taste it, because it becomes real when you write it down. When you can see where it is you really want to go, it becomes tangible, and it's not just up in the clouds, but it's something that can actually happen. You know, and that's the cool thing about dreams. Like some of my dreams, like I said in the previous video, I had a dream that I wanted to be married to a beautiful girl one day. You know, that was my dream. And so I took action towards that. And you know what? I'm married for over 10 years to a beautiful wife. You know, skateboarding was a dream for a while. But I bought a skateboard, and I put magazines of skateboard pictures, and I wanted to get really good at skating, and I took action, so I surrounded myself with the idea, you know? And then the same thing with music. You know, I wanted to be a rapper, I wanted to be an artist, so I surrounded myself with music, and I bought stuff, and I practiced, and I did all these things to build it up. And you know what? It happened. So I want to encourage yourself to surround yourself with the vision. And the thing is, when it comes to vision and you start to write it down, all of a sudden people are like, whoa, you're getting serious, because you're talking about it. And all of a sudden you share your dream with someone and you share your vision. All of a sudden it's just like you're accountable, because you put yourself out there for criticism. You've put out there to be judged. And you know what? It's sometimes good to have somebody that's just like holding you accountable, because you're like, you know, I'm going for this. And you shared it. So now it's like kind of like you're on the line. And I have certain friends and guys that I talk to and say, hey, dude, this is my dream. This is the thing that I'm working towards. And they'll hold me accountable to it. Be like, hey, Chris, you know, are you just talking? Because a lot of people just talk. You know, and what does the Bible say? Sometimes something about dreams, but you scare me with your visions. Because some people just talk. And the idea of vision is you're writing it down and you're about to start taking action, which is what I'm going to talk about in the next video, which is goals. Because then you actually put a plan in place to take that vision and actually put legs on it. And like I said in the other video, what are goals? Goals are dreams with deadlines. So we started with dreaming, taking that time out, painting the picture of where you are, but where do you want to go? Where do you see yourself? You know, and I've heard it said that, man, sure, you want to have a goal for a month. You want to have a goal for a year, but where do you see yourself in years to come? And that's what I realized with music. Like, I've been doing this thing for like over 10 years now in full time, and I didn't realize that I really should have had like a 10-year goal of where I want to be long term, because so many people give up along the way and they say forget it. But if you have a goal that you're going to be somewhere in 5 years, well then you're going to be there. Because if you don't have a goal in 5 years, or you don't have a goal where you want to be in 10 years, well then you don't plan on being around there to do that, do you? And that's like a challenge to dream big and dream long term, because things don't happen overnight. And that's what I want to encourage you as you're doing this, is like, you know what, it doesn't happen overnight, but that's okay, because you enjoy the journey, you enjoy the process, but you still plan and you write it down. So in this video, I want to encourage you, whatever it is your dream is, write it down, make it plain, cut pictures out, cut images, whether it's on your computer or wherever, and surround yourself and fill yourself up with good stuff that will inspire you and put you closer towards your dream. And I did talk about sharing your dream with somebody, but you want to be careful who you share your dream with, because there's some people that'll tear you down, and there'll be others that'll lift you up, because some people won't understand. Your dream could be so big and it could be so amazing that people are like, oh, dude, I can't see you doing that. Really? You're going to do that? Like, there's this one guy, it was Peter Daniels, and his dream was to see how much money one person could give away in their lifetime, but he was broke. He was illiterate. And it's just like such an impossible thing. But you know what? I believe that we serve God, we serve Jesus, who does the impossible. So I encourage you, make that dream so big that you need God. Like, you can't do this without God. You need that help. You need that support. You need that prayer, because it is so big. And you watch as you take faith and you step out towards that vision. It's going to happen. Hey, I believe in you guys. You're awesome. Dreams, Visions, and Goals is video number 2. Look out for number 3. We're going to dive into goals and goal setting. And remember, a fighter isn't someone who never fails. A fighter is someone who never quits. All right, guys. Peace.